Hi, I'm Nick. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create vertical Instagram videos in Adobe Premiere Pro. Make sure you watch to the end as I will be showing you an Instagram tip that not many people are taking advantage of.
So here we are in Premiere. What you need to do here is go to this button and hit Sequence. Now, you have your regular footage and then go into Settings. Okay, and the thing that you change from 1920 to 1080, this gives your aspect ratio and all this. You need to change this to 864. All right, 864, and then as you can see, that gives you a 4:5 vertical video. So you might be wondering about the ratio 864 by 1080. Well, I know 1080 is the height that I would like to use because I don't want to blow up my footage or make it lose any detail. So since it's 4:5, I take 1080 and I divide that by 5 and I get 216. Then I take that number 216 and I multiply it by 4, and that's where I get the 864, the 4:5 ratio. So now I have my timeline and I take my footage and I drop it in. It's going to ask me to change the settings. I'm just going to keep them how they are. All right. Now, one thing that I like to do is slow down my footage a lot. I like using slow motion footage. I think it adds something, especially on the vertical Instagram feed. So now what I want to do is I want to select my start point, and I know that I want to start it right about here. And I know I want to slow it down. So speed and duration. There we go. Slow down right about there. And then I know that I need to position it where I want it to be. If it's over here, then you take the axis here and you just move it to the side a little bit. And this is probably the frustrating thing about doing vertical video is just making sure that what you have in there fits in your frame. If you want to add something like warp stabilizer, you're gonna have to nest it, because if you just add it to it, it's gonna give you this warning that the clip and the dimensions are not the same. So I always nest it, which you do. Then you add warp stabilizer here. All right, then you play back. Come in. Maybe you want to add a LUTS to it, whatever it may be. I'm just going to add one really quick. Oh, that looks beautiful. Usually I add a little bit of sharpening just to make it look a little, about somewhere between 15 and 20. And I'm like, okay, that looks great. My clip is perfect. Now what do I do? So with your test footage selected, go to Export Media. Instagram, I believe, allows about a 50 megabyte file is the maximum size that it will allow. Now that's pretty big. Usually a la Matt Johnson's advice, I just changed the target bitrate, usually to 3 and 5. Since this is staying on Instagram, it doesn't need to be super massive file. People aren't looking at these on their computers. They're just looking at them on their phone screens. So somewhere between 15 to 30 megabytes, you're probably going to be okay. But I'm just telling you what I do. So then I click export. Okay, so my file is exported. Click on my Finder. Here's my file. I am on Mac devices, so I just control click and then share and airdrop my file to myself. It's a nice picture of me taken like 6 years ago or 7 years ago. And then I send it to myself. And now it is on my phone. Open up Instagram. I make sure that you hit this button in the corner. Okay, that is going to shrink it down and get it the right aspect ratio size. Then you just add it like you add any other video or photo. Hit next. There we go. And you're ready. Now here's a trick that you may not know. Click on cover. Some people didn't know this, but you can move this around if you click on cover. So then that sets the thumbnail. One of the worst things you can do, like if you fade in from white or fade in from black, is leave your thumbnail on your photo as black or white or whatever. It's nothing. Make sure that your cover picture is something that is going to draw people's attention to. So if they're actually going through your profile, actually going through your feed, they'll be more likely to click on it.
So that's how you make vertical Instagram videos in Adobe Premiere Pro. If you found this tutorial helpful, make sure to subscribe to our channel and give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. See ya.